Hi there and welcome back, where today I want to talk to you about the Wednesday Campanella song Buckingham. And part of the reason that I wanted to review this is partly because I'm a Wednesday Campanella fan myself, but also because I recently reviewed the song Edison, where I made a bit of an interesting faux pas. And I both wanted to review another Wednesday Campanella song off the back of that, and also address that realisation that I didn't know that about a year ago, just under a year ago, they had a change of singer. And may I say that the new singer, I've got the Wikipedia here, Utaha, I'd seen her face coming up a lot on the video thumbnails, but I had gathered from watching like one video with her in it that she was just kind of like maybe a dancer who was doing the videos. I didn't realise she was the new singer, and then I saw more and more her face, this sort of cheeky, attitude-laden but slightly cute face appearing on a lot of the thumbnails, and then I got the comments on Edison telling me, no, she is actually the new singer. So I know they'd had some change, but I didn't realise it was a whole change of singer. And the reason why this is particularly interesting is because until you really look for it, you don't automatically notice that her voice is that different, and this is something I really like. Now, Wednesday Campanella are a group who I usually listen to just audio. They're not the sort of group who I really sit down and focus on their videos, although I know they have got some great videos. My personal favourite, again, Shaku Shine, #NoBias, but that's partly because as much as I love that song, I also love Hokkaido, so it's like a double win for me. But the interesting thing here is that she really has a voice that conveys all the same qualities that we're used to from Wednesday Campanella. Now, I really enjoyed the fact that they managed to do that, but also as well, her vocal delivery, her whole style, the flow of the raps is, again, not that particularly changed. And this is where I bring back the Wikipedia to point out the lyric writer is still Ken Mochi, and we have Mr. Director F who's in charge of the song. So I'm guessing that really putting together the raps along with the whole songs and the backing is something of a team effort, that everyone is kind of involved in their own way, which is why the feeling, so long as you keep a similar voice, the feeling is not overly changed for the new songs. And you know what? That's great. I'm all for that. Wednesday Campanella never had a problem with their formula, and one of the things, other things about what I really like about their formula that remains unchanged is that we're used to the fact that Wednesday Campanella's vocal performances, they have a sort of urgency, they have a rhythm, they have a feeling, but they really feel like they're kind of spoken to you. You really feel like you're listening to someone talk to you. This is a style, a quality that can appear both in rap and also in certain types of singing as well. But there's something about that kind of personable quality when lyrics really feel like they're delivered to you. I mean, a good example is, I don't know if this, I think this is kind of still a thing, but it was certainly a period for a good 10, 20 years, and this has been true throughout really all contemporary music history, of the album cover, especially for pop album covers, where it's just album cover and then the person's face looking right at you. And the reason why this is so popular is not just so you can identify who the album is by across the room, but also because when someone's looking directly at you, it's human nature to kind of look back. It draws your eye. And I think there is an audio equivalent in a style of lyrics, a style of rap, a style of vocal, where it feels like it's spoken to you. Because when you hear vocals that feel like they're being talked to you, your ear is somewhat drawn towards it. You feel like you're more connected rather than just hearing someone singing really well. No discredit to that either, but, you know, just as a side note there. And that's one of the things that has always worked about Wednesday Campanella songs for me, is that they feel personal, which again plays against that idea that they could become too common denominator when they become poppy, like songs like Edison, which has, I'm really glad to say, loads of views, but doesn't feel like it seeps into that sort of generic minimalist poppy territory because of the fact that it still feels personal, and you still have that loving care and attention given to the flow of the rap, given to the production, given to the fact that even when it's simple, everything feels like it has a little bit of personality and attitude. So when we come across to a song like Buckingham basically, I'm not surprised it has less views than Edison. It still keeps all the qualities, but this is kind of going slightly more into that cheeky experimental, ever so slightly experimental, let's just say slightly more away from mainstream left of field style that we expect from Wednesday Campanella normally. Here there's no chorus so much as there is a heavy synth refrain. The synths are kind of those loud blasting saw synths. I really like that. I think it doesn't even feel so much like a chorus, it's just something that breaks up the fact that the song is majority vocals. I also like that the pre-chorus is sung. I like the fact that they really allow her to give a bit of a song bit in here, as sort of singing chops come out to a certain degree. I think that again breaks up the rap. This song is though majority about the rap. Those rap sections do feel like the bit where the most attitude is there again, where there's the most to really get your I'd say your teeth into, but your ears into, your ear teeth into. That's a crossed expression that doesn't work. So to me, the rap is what it's really about. Again, it's delivered nicely. It has a typical Wednesday Campanella vibe. The backing is nicely choppy. There's a little occasional sound effects and comes in, little chops to the beat. Nice little, very sort of heavy-hitting synth bouncing in and out. I like the fact that, again, there's lots of space given to the vocals here, but this feels a little bit more playful, a little bit less like they're trying to just set down a solid groove, but where you can really hear the fun of the group putting in those little sounds, the little weird gun sounds and things in there that just feel so random, but hey, put them in. Then, as I say, you have that sung pre-chorus building you up, and even that just when that sung pre-chorus ends and then the synth refrain comes in, the instrumental refrain comes in, you get the little quick burst of vocals. There is just that one little line given each time. There's just this feeling that the song is very playful, and I think this, more so than Edison, which is a definite surefire way to get good quality into that hit formula, this to me is a good example of really the balance of the Wednesday Campanella sound. When you have something that is quintessentially fun, quintessentially playful, quintessentially where they haven't just left too much on the plate, that they've really sat there playing with ideas, playing with sounds, and yet at the same time is accessible, has a kind of mainstream quality, and is not overbearing. I really like it. I really like it. I wouldn't say that it adds anything massive to the Wednesday Campanella formula, but it does nicely skip between... Sorry, I got a bit... There it is. I've been holding that cough for the entire review, as you can probably tell. I'm still not entirely recovered, for those of you who know me. I'm dedicated to doing this channel, though, even if I'm slightly dying. I'm recovering, I promise. Well, there, see, now one comes out, they all come out. No editing on this channel. Anyway, so let's make that the last one for this review. I must say, though, that this is a really good example of balancing all of those qualities. I like it. I think I would probably myself be... Would I be more inclined to come back to this than Edison? I don't know, but I think I'd be inclined to come back to both of them in a playlist because they're both just really cheery, fun, playful, well-produced, good, quality music. Anyway, those are my thoughts as always. Put your thoughts in the comments. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys say and what you guys think. What's your opinions on Wednesday Campanella? They're a group who we don't get to talk about enough on this channel. That's probably why, unlike all the other groups I have so much information on, I don't really even know when they have a member change a year ago. Either way, looking forward to seeing what you guys say. It's coming, it's coming. I'm going to end this before my next cough. And until I hopefully see you very soon in Japan for the next one of these, for now, God damn it, ciao, ciao.